Hello, welcome to Lives channel. Today we will learn about the explosive developments that will shake Salem to its core as relationships crumble, corporate empires collide, and devastating secrets threaten to destroy the lives of everyone involved. Holly's heartbreaking decision. The Wednesday, October 8th episode brings earth-shattering news as Holly Jonas finds herself at the absolute lowest point of her young life. The teenager has endured an avalanche of catastrophic events that would break even the strongest person. Losing the love of her life, Tate Black, facing potential expulsion from college over scandalous photos she never actually sent, and witnessing what appeared to be an intimate moment between Tate and Sophia Choi at the local pub that shattered her heart into a million pieces. The accumulation of these devastating blows has pushed Holly to make a life-altering decision that will send shockwaves through Salem. During Tuesday's emotional episode, Holly made a tearful phone call to her mother Nicole Walker in Paris, revealing her intention to leave Salem permanently and join her mom overseas. The young woman's voice trembled with pain as she explained she could no longer bear to remain in the small town that had become a prison of humiliation and heartache. Holly's decision wasn't made impulsively. It came after days of torment, including the mortifying discovery that explicit photos allegedly from her phone had been sent to Johnny DiMera, her professor, though the truth is that manipulative Sophia was behind the entire setup. Holly remains completely unaware that she's been the victim of an elaborate scheme designed to destroy her relationship with Tate. The situation becomes even more complicated when Holly confides this monumental secret to her best friend Ari Horton, placing the young woman in an impossible position. Ari now faces a gut-wrenching moral dilemma that will test the very foundation of her friendship with Holly. Does she honor her best friend's trust and keep the secret about Holly's plans to relocate to an entirely different continent? Or does she betray that confidence by revealing the truth to Tate, who deserves to know that the girl he loves is about to disappear from his life forever? Tate's desperate search. Spoilers indicate that Tate will soon embark on a frantic search to find Holly, suggesting that somehow word of her departure plans will reach him before she boards that plane to Paris. The question burning in everyone's mind is whether Ari will be the one to break her promise to Holly, or if Tate will discover the truth through other means. When Tate finally tracks Holly down, explosive scenes are expected as he desperately begs her to reconsider her decision to leave Salem, professing his love and insisting that they can work through whatever obstacles stand between them. The confrontation promises to be emotionally charged, with Holly torn between her desire to escape the pain and Tate's passionate pleas for her to stay and fight for their love. The Kiriakis' corporate ambush. Meanwhile, the corporate warfare in Salem reaches a boiling point as Tony DiMera finds himself walking into what can only be described as a carefully orchestrated ambush by the powerful Kiriakis family. Xander Kiriakis, alongside the formidable Maggie Kiriakis and the cunning Philip Kiriakis, have united to confront Tony in a high-stakes negotiation that will determine the fate of two corporate empires. The trio presents a united front as they lay out their terms for returning DiMera Enterprises to Tony's family. But there's a critical catch that could make or break the entire deal. Xander makes it abundantly clear that while the Kiriakis clan is willing to relinquish control of DiMera Enterprises, Titan Publishing will remain firmly in their possession as Victor Kiriakis' precious legacy must be protected at all costs. The late patriarch's empire represents more than just a business to the Kiriakis family. It's a sacred trust that they refuse to surrender under any circumstances. Maggie drives an exceptionally hard bargain during the tense negotiations, her steely determination evident as she refuses to budge on the family's non-negotiable demands. However, Tony DiMera didn't rise to his position of power by being easily intimidated or outmaneuvered. Days of Our Lives spoilers suggest that the clever businessman may have a few surprises up his sleeve that will catch the Kiriakis family completely off guard. In a stunning power play that no one sees coming, Tony boldly turns the tables on his adversaries, demanding not only the return of DiMera Enterprises but also making the audacious move of insisting that Titan be handed over to the DiMera family as well. This shocking counteroffer will leave Xander, Maggie, and Philip reeling as they realize Tony is playing a far more aggressive game than they anticipated. The ultimate question that will keep viewers on the edge of their seats is which family will emerge victorious from this brutal corporate power struggle. Will the Kyriakis clan maintain their grip on Victor's legacy while successfully negotiating the return of DiMera Enterprises? Or will Tony's brilliant strategic maneuvering result in the DiMera family claiming both empires in one fell swoop? The stakes have never been higher, and the outcome will reshape Salem's business landscape forever. Johnny and Chanel's investigation. In another critical storyline, Johnny DiMera and his wife Chanel DiMera find themselves pursuing justice after realizing that Johnny has been set up in an elaborate scheme. Following their conversation with Holly during Tuesday's episode, the couple experienced a major breakthrough when they discovered that the entire explicit photo scandal was nothing more than a calculated setup designed to destroy Holly's reputation and relationship. The revelation that Holly was actually at the hospital receiving medical treatment when the incriminating messages were allegedly sent from her phone proves beyond any doubt that someone else was behind the malicious act. Determined to uncover the truth and identify the culprit responsible for this cruel deception, Johnny and Chanel make the decision to enlist the help of Salem Police Department's Rafe Hernandez. Johnny will likely present all the evidence they've gathered to Rafe, requesting that he open an official investigation into the case and utilize the department's resources to track down whoever orchestrated this elaborate frame job. Rafe's expertise in digital forensics could prove invaluable, as recovering deleted files and analyzing metadata from the messages may provide the concrete proof needed to expose the real perpetrator. Spoilers hint that Rafe might be able to definitively prove that Sophia Choi sent those compromising photos by examining various pieces of digital evidence. By comparing timestamps from the messages with security camera footage from the dormitory hallway, investigators may be able to place Sophia at the scene when the photos were sent, while simultaneously confirming Holly's alibi. Since the police will already be pulling all available footage as part of their investigation into the recent fire, this evidence should be readily accessible. The investigation promises to unravel Sophia's web of lies piece by piece, potentially bringing her entire scheme crashing down around her. Sarah's medical revelation. Dr. Sarah Horton Kyriakis finds herself in an extremely delicate position as she begins to piece together the disturbing truth about Sophia Choi's pregnancy and the paternity of her child. Sarah's medical knowledge and access to patient information has led her to a shocking epiphany. There's a very strong possibility that the teenage patient has been lying about the father of her baby Tesoro. The situation became undeniably suspicious when Brady Black arranged for a DNA test that conclusively proved Tesoro was not biologically related to Tate Black, the young man Sophia has repeatedly claimed fathered her child. Sarah's professional instincts tell her that something is seriously wrong with Sophia's story. If Tate is not a DNA match for the infant, then only two logical explanations exist. Either Tesoro is not actually Sophia's biological son, or the baby belongs to Sophia but was fathered by someone other than Tate. Both scenarios point to Sophia engaging in deliberate deception on a massive scale. Armed with this knowledge, Sarah makes the difficult decision to confront Sophia directly, demanding that the young woman finally come clean and reveal the whole truth about her baby's paternity and the circumstances surrounding his birth. The confrontation between Sarah and Sophia promises to be intense and emotionally charged, as Sarah presses the teenager to stop the lies and be honest about who Tesoro's real father is. Will Sophia finally break down under the pressure and confess what Days of Our Lives fans have suspected all along? That Tate is not her baby's biological father and that she's been perpetuating an elaborate lie? The revelation would have devastating consequences for multiple families and could potentially destroy relationships that have already been strained to the breaking point. However, Sarah faces a significant professional obstacle that may prevent her from exposing Sophia's lies to Tate and others who deserve to know the truth. As Sophia's physician, Sarah is bound by strict doctor-patient confidentiality laws that prohibit her from disclosing medical information without the patient's consent. While Sarah knows with certainty that Tesoro is Sophia's biological child based on medical records and her involvement in the case, she is legally and ethically forbidden from revealing this information to anyone, including Tate. This legal constraint puts Sarah in an agonizing position where she possesses knowledge that could change lives, but is powerless to share it without violating her professional oath and potentially facing serious legal consequences. The Days of Our Lives episode airing Wednesday, October 8th promises to deliver explosive drama on multiple fronts, as these interconnected storylines reach critical turning points that will forever alter the landscape of Salem.